So we're going to review another one-star Chinese takeaway. Oh yes, you better believe your mandingos. Oh. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys. Today I'm in the small town of Ferryhill in County Durham, and I'm going to do a food review from a one-star takeaway called Evergreen Chop Suey House. Yeah, it's been given a 1-star, a very low, miserable 1-star on the food hygiene rating. I've been reading the comments, reading the reviews I should say, and they're a pretty mixed bag. There's lots of people really getting stuck in the place, saying the food was terrible. But there's also a lot of regulars saying they've came here for years and they've never had a bad meal and stuff like that. So guys, I'm just the mandingo to check that out. The takeaway is just along the road there, so I'm going to make my way along there in a couple of minutes. First, we're just having a look at the menu because I've already popped in. I think I'm going to get something like an egg foo young, special egg foo young. I know I've done 2 Chinese takeaway reviews before, so I'm trying to make it a little bit different, trying to choose something I haven't reviewed before. I'm also fancying this, where's it at, Cantonese style dishes. I'll probably get the house special one. You know it makes sense, mandingos. Okay then guys, I am going to make my way along there very soon. There's a few locals kicking about and they're looking at me in a funny way. I must stand out like a sore thumb sitting here with a camera in my hand. Okay then mandingos, I will bring you back when I'm making my way along to the Chinese takeaway. Right. Just making my way along to the Chinese now, folks. Same as usual, mandingos. As I'm going to enter the takeaway, I'll point the camera down so they don't know I'm recording. Proper one-horse town this, like. You know what I'm talking about. Right, point the camera now, down now, guys. Ah.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello there. Can I order a special egg foo young?
Yeah.
Does that come with boiled rice?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
And can I have the special mixed meats and Cantonese sauce, please?
Company sauce, special. Yeah.
And a can of Coke as well.
You want the mixed meat or you want the special? Because the special they have prawns in and the mixed meat just mixed meat.
I'll have the special one, please, yeah, with the king prawns.
Yeah. And do you want any extra rice?
No, just the boiled rice will do, thanks.
The boiled rice with the egg yolk.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It'll be £13.50.
£13.
50.
Brilliant, thank you. Thank you very much. Cheers. So that's it, guys. That's the food ordered. I've just came over the road to stretch my legs. No point sitting there. It's going to be about 15 minutes before the food's ready. Aye, £13.50 for all that. Can I complain at all, guys? Special egg foo young with boiled lice. Cantonese meats, special Cantonese meats in sauce. Sounds good. Sounds really good, guys. The place looked nice and clean, so I've got no complaints there. The lady was nice and polite. Yeah, I've got high hopes for this one. Just making sure there's no one here while I'm talking shit. Aye, so when I get the food, guys, as usual, we'll take it back to the old Van Dingo. We'll park up somewhere, and then it's time for some munching Gladbach. You better believe it is. Just gonna cut through here, guys, get back on the street, and then make my way back to the takeaway. I am absolutely starving. It's 8 PM now, and I've had nothing to eat since bait time at work, which was like 11 o'clock this morning. So I'm going to go through this like a Rottweiler eating a bowl of porridge. Oh yes, you know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. However then, guys, let's get back to the Chinese takeaway. Hopefully the food is ready. I think I might order some curry sauce as well, because I did mean to order some and I forgot. And I think the food I've getting is going to be a little bit dry. So if I remember on, I'll order some curry sauce when I get back in there. However then, here we go. Ah. Do you remember me?
Yeah.
The butcher? Long time ago?
And now it's back to the butcher.
Back to the butchers again?
I think that it's very good spot for the butcher.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you'll go back a few years then, races.
Yeah.
Oh, you told me that
Oh,
all.
that
You must have
motion
been doing,
and
you must have been doing alright, eh?
Yeah, when we were down to
That's
the
right.
shop and we just but because
Oh, thank you.
£1.70 please.
Cheers. Is the curry sauce in the bag, yeah?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Thanks very much. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't think he's made so well, George. I think
Oh, yes, Mandingos. I've got the food. Let's go and park up somewhere, jump back in the old John Claude Van Sexual and get stuck right in. Right. Okay then folks, before I jump in the van, let's have a look and see what we've got. Some free prawn knackers. I'm not really bothered about them. I'll take them to work for the lads tomorrow. Let's get all these out. Oh, still piping hot. I've just drove about 7 minutes away and parked up here. That's obviously me tub of curry sauce. Smells nice, but looks very watery. I'll pour that all over the lysicles. Big Foo Young. Now that does look nice. Oh, that's burning my fingers. That's going to be the boiled lice. No point opening that up yet. This is the special meats with Cantonese sauce. Not doing a very good job opening these up. Let's have a quick look. Me duck. Red hot. Look at that. Oh, that smells lovely. And I'm dying to get stuck into it, like I always say, guys. Okay then, I'm going to jump back in the van. I'll bring you back in a second. Oh yes. Oh yes, Mandingos. Time to get stuck into this 1-star Chinese food from the Evergreen Chop Suey House in Ferryhill. Right, let's get the old fork dingo and get stuck straight into this Cantonese special meats with boiled lysicles. Straight away. That's got an absolutely lovely taste to that. Plenty meat in, bit chicken there and pork. Plenty veg in, bean sprouts, peppers, onions, all sorts of bits and pieces. Good old King Pronsky. Spit that out, Chris. Get that on there. Oh yes. A king prawn had a nice little bit of a crunch to it, just the way I like it. The boiled rice is nice and soft and fluffy. I mean, you'll think, why, what's the big deal about the rice? You wouldn't believe how many Chinese takeaways totally boil the rice, totally muck the rice up. And he said boil the rice up. Yeah, they totally destroy the rice and it's sticky and horrible, but that's pretty good. Now that Cantonese sauce, I can feel it now tingling on the old tongue dingo Mandingos. It's got a little bit of a spicy kick to it, which I don't mind. I love it when it's a bit spicy. Oh, look at that. Nice piece of beef on there, I think it is. Well, I'm really impressed with that. It's something I wouldn't normally order when I'm in the house with Mrs. Blott. We're pretty boring, but order the same things all the time. You know, special curry, or special chow mein with fried rice. When I'm at work and me and Mick order a Chinese and we're half it, we'll order things like beef and black bean sauce with chili and ginger, you know, something a little bit more exotic than what Mrs. Blott likes. But that is really, really nice, guys. After having this is something I would now order when I'm at home, or if I'm ordering with little Mick at work. Oh yes, look at that. I've got a little bit more there in the carton. I'm at work in the morning, 7 o'clock. So anything I'll leave, I'll chuck back in the cartons and I'll take that to work for my bait tomorrow. You know it makes sense, man, dingoes. Not many king prawns in though. I think I've only had one so far. Is there any more in there? Yes, there is. Let's get that in. Now that's only the second king prawn I've had. So that's my only complaint, because I love king prawns. Only 2 king prawns in this mixed Cantonese meats. There's plenty of the meat though, so there's plenty of the meat, so we'll not make a big deal out of that. But I would have liked a few God, a little bit spicy. I would have liked a little bit more king prawns. Let's get that on there. Oh yes, look at that spillage. Well, we'll leave that for now, guys, and we'll get some curry sauce on. It's not as watery as I thought. When I opened it, I thought it was really watery, but it's not too bad. Get a bit of that on the egg foo young. Ow. Curry's okay. I've got a right sweat on though. It is red hot in the back of this van, guys. I've got the windows open and I'm still lathered. Thank you, the little man, for dropping me some cans off. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Okay then, let's try the egg foo young with a little bit curry sauce on. Let me have another taste there. Egg foo young there with a bit chicken licking. Still piping hot, even though I've drove a few minutes away and I've had the cartons open for a while. The food is still lovely and hot. The curry sauce is okay. Not the best I've had. Sometimes you get some curry sauce, don't you, from the Chinese takeaways, and it's just absolutely beautiful. That's pretty average. Give you a look at that, guys. Special egg foo young with curry sauce on. Loads of meat in. All different types. Mushrooms. Well, once again, no king prawns. And it did say, when you read the menu, special egg foo young, it said pork, beef, chicken, king prawns, and I can't see any at all. Down the old Gregory Peck. Yep, but it is really nice. I've had this hundreds of times from all different takeaways. And just like the curry sauce, it's not the best egg foo young I've ever had, but it's not the worst. We've had takeaways before, Mrs. Blott. You know, you try somewhere new, and as soon as you open it, you're looking at it and you're thinking, this doesn't look too good. You try it, and it ends up in the bin, or the dogs get it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's okay. Well, it just looks like a plate of mess at the minute. But that's down to me playing with my food, looking for a king prawn, which I still can't find. You know, if I was having this for my treat, you know, you take away a treat on the weekend, I'd have a good mind to phone them up and just say, where's the king prawns? You know, it says in the menu. But I'm not going to complain. These things happen. There's bigger things to worry about in the world, guys, than king prawns in your egg foo young. Well, I'm not overly impressed with that. Nothing special at all. I'm going to go back and I'm going to try a little bit more of this, guys, because I did really enjoy it. There's a little bit more meat in there. I'll show you that close up. Special meats, house special in Cantonese sauce. Really, really nice this. Loads of meat. Loads of peppers and onions and other veg. Nice and spicy, but not too spicy. Well, that's a nice piece of meat there. Right. Yeah. And the rice, nice, soft and fluffy. Well, guys, like I've said, anything I've got left, I'm going to take to work for my bait tomorrow morning. So, time for the old score dingoes, mandingos. The curry sauce, it wasn't the best, but I felt like I needed it because the egg foo young can be a bit dry. It was okay. It didn't taste horrible, put it that way. The egg foo young, very average. Not bad enough to chuck in the bin, but not really nice where you're thinking, oh god, I've really, really enjoyed that. Just a bang average egg foo young. Now going on to the house special meats and Cantonese sauce, absolutely fantastic. Loads of meat, only a couple of king prawns, pardon me, but that's fair enough because there was loads of chicken and beef and pork. And the veg that was in it was lovely jubbly. The rice, can't complain. So overall, guys, I think I'm going to give it, and the price was good as well. I'll quickly say that the price was good. The food was $13.50, and then I added the curry sauce on, which took it up to £15.20. So you cannot complain, guys. You cannot complain with the price. Anyway, I'm going to give it a total score of 7.5 out of 10 dingo mandingos. Oh yes, you better believe I am. Well, that's it. I am now going to drive home, and when I park up outside my house, we will jump back in here in the old van dingo. We'll talk some shit, and we will do a world famous Wasky review. See you at home, guys. I'm going to drive back now, and I will see you in a couple of minutes. Okay guys, I've just jumped in the back of the old John Claude Van Sexual, parked up outside my house. Time to talk some shite as usual on the Blot Outdoor Show, and we shall do a world famous Wasky review as well. Just a cheap one this time guys, a cheapo from the local shop round the corner. First, we might as well answer a little question, why not? And the main question I've had this week, there must be over 100 people have asked the same thing, and this is going off the last camping video I did with the two Chris's in the Lake District. Anyway, the question is, why do we camp so far apart? Why did we not camp together? Well, there's a few reasons really. One of them is, why would we want to camp right next to each other? Three fully grown hairy arse men. We've got all that space where there was no one else around. Why would the three of us want to be stuck together? We've been at work together all week because we all work in the same factory. We've travelled over to the lakes in the Van Dingo together. We've been hiking first during the day to the location. Then we've been sitting with each other all night, drinking, having a laugh, having a great time. So when it's time to go back to the tent, it's nice to have your own space. I don't see the problem with it. I think some people were getting a little bit arsey, you know, they were saying, oh, you're not camping next to each other, well, you might as well have been camping miles apart. Well, not really. I was a 10-second walk from young Chris, and I was like a 10-second walk from young Chris, and I was a 20-second walk from Cowboy Chris, so we're all still pretty close together. Now, another reason, now this will make sense to you guys when I explain this. Obviously, you know I'm making a video, and it's so easy to get a copyright strike of YouTube. So when we go back in our tents later on in the night time, you know what I'm like guys, I'm recording myself, I'm talking an absolute load of shit to you absolute legends. And the two Chris's, they were relaxing in their tents. Cowboy Chris, he often watches a movie or some documentaries. So I'm going to be recording, but you can hear everything from the other tents. So I can hear everything that's going on. My camera's going to pick up the movies that I'm watching. Young Chris, he likes his music, so he goes into his tent and he's sitting with his music on. Now, all my camera has to do is pick up one of young Chris's songs, and that's it. That's a copyright strike, and the video might not even make it onto YouTube. I've had videos before where, yeah, it'll still go on YouTube and you'll get like a warning off them saying that video can't be monetized. Or the video can go on, but a few weeks down the line you'll get a message saying the video has been took down, and that's just a complete nightmare. So yeah, it's great to have your own space for that reason. So I'm not picking up any songs that young Chris is playing, and I can't hear Cowboy Chris with his movies on. Plus I don't want to hear them two farting and snoring and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about, Mandingos. And it's also just nice to have your own space, you know. I can't see why you would want to be all stuck together unless you had to, you know. If you were in a place where there was only 3 camping spots and there was no other space, then you'd have to get next to each other. Anyway, I think I've waffled on enough with that question, guys. Talking shit when all you guys want to see is the Wasky review. So, Mandingos, I am going to have a cheeky little Wasky just to get in the mood for it. Oh yeah. I'm going to sit for 2 minutes, enjoy this. I'm going to leave you legends with some bloopers to watch from the last camping video in the lakes with the two Chris's. So enjoy the bloopers, guys. Apologies for the bad language, and I will bring you back in a couple of minutes. A couple of minutes. Oh yes, you know, makes sense. Right. Okay then, Mandingos, time to show you my setup for tonight. I've got my Trekology camping chair there for me to sit and chill and enjoy a few ciders and a few Waskies. I'm in the Berg house Cairngorm two-man tent again. You've seen that? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Fucking get your words out, you absolute tit. Okay then, Mandingos. Time to show you my setup for tonight. That's me Trekology camping chair where I can sit, enjoy a few beers. Ah, fuck off, man. I haven't even got beer. Wanker. Cheers, guys. Nice little bottle of red wine. I couldn't wait. I've drank my cans already. We've still got the whiskey there. There's a half bottle of whiskey to share with three. Oh, fuck off, man. For fuck's sake. Okay then, folks. That's the salt and chilli pork. Oh, fuck off, man. Oh, fuck off, man. Well, that's it, folks. That's the end of this week's video. Hope you've had... Start again. Some lyrical genius. Well, that's it, guys. That's the end of this week's video. Hope you've enjoyed... Fucking hell. Last try. Last try. You can't even talk. Ready for some breakfast now. Oh yes, Mandingos. You know what time it is. Wasky time. And this is what I've got this time. Just a cheapo. A few people have been asking us, can I start and do some reviews on some cheap waskies? Because I've been doing a lot of like really good ones and decent ones that my amazing subscribers have been sending me. So I bought this from the local shop around the corner. The local one-stop shop. And as far as I know, this wasky is made specially for the one-stop shops, as it says on the old back dingo of the bottle. Special reserve 3-year-old blended Scotch wasky. And just the fact that it's 3-year-old tells me straight away it ain't going to be very good. But we'll give it a go, and it'll probably ding-dang do for this Mandingo. Let's get partying the old famous cup dingo, Mandingos. Oh yes. Alrighty, let's get the old Schnecker Rooney in it. Straight away, a harsh, like cleaning products. Oh, it's not good on the nose, guys. Straight away. I'm also getting like some sort of a cereal smell, you know, like a breakfast cereal. One more sniff. Yeah, maybe the tiniest little bit of honey. So that's the only good thing that's come out of it so far, guys. Anyway, that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Ricicles. Ricicles, breakfast smell. You know it makes sense. Now it's rough. It is rough. But it's not too rough. You know what Mick would say if he, wouldn't you? Rough and smooth at the same time. Yeah, it's rough, but I've had worse. Yeah, I'm getting like some sort of like a breakfast cereal taste. Can't quite make it out what it is. You know when you get some sort of fibre, fruit and fibre cereal, but without the fruit, and it's just like eating cardboard. Do you know what I mean? Eating cardboard. Aye, A little bit of a woody taste as well. Yeah, definitely a bit of a woody thing going on. I am some Buzz Lightyear. Now after the third or fourth taste there, oh, it's bit me tongue. I'm getting a little bit of like a fruitiness, just very mild mind. You've got to have a good palate for it to be able to get the fruit out of such a cheapo one like this, guys. Yeah, a little bit smoke and a little bit fruit, just the tiniest bit, like fruit cake. You can see is scrouching me face up because it's not nice. It's not nice at all. I'm trying to be reasonable. I don't want to come on and say it's absolutely disgusting. The worst one I had up to now, as far as I can remember, was the one I had on the smallest roundabout camp nearly a year ago. That was the cheapo one, just like that, but it was the Morrison's own version one. I think I might have only give that about a 3 out of 10. I can't remember. Like I say, it was nearly a year ago. That's bad, but it's not quite as bad as that one. So the One Stop cheapo isn't quite as bad as the Morrison's cheapo. So if my mind serves us right, if I'm wrong, let us know in the comments, guys, because I haven't checked that video of the smallest roundabout camp. I'm just seeing this off the top of my head. I think I'll give that one a 3 out of 10. So I'm going to give this, from One Stop, their cheapo special reserve 3-year-old blended Scotch whisky. I'm going to give it a very low, but not really terrible, 4 out of 10 dingo mandingos. Oh yes, you better believe I am. Well, mandingos, that's the end of this little whisky review, and that's the end of this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I think what I'm going to do for the next few weeks regarding the food reviews, I might start and do some better quality food. I will go back to the low star takeaways. The takeaway I had today on today's review, that was the 13th one I've done in a row. 13 weeks in a row I've done the Tasting Britain's low star takeaway series. So that's obviously 3 months I've been doing that. So what I'm thinking is I might do 3 months of Tasting Britain's top takeaways. You know, people recommend us, or I come from wherever, Bolton Colliery, Middlesbrough, or you know, Newcastle, Sunderland, all different places in the northeast. You know, they might say, oh, there's an amazing pizza shop here, it's the best pizzas or burgers in town, and I'll go and try it out. So yeah, I think I'll do that for like the next 13 weeks in a row. After that, you know, after another 3 months, I'll make a new series up. I've had people suggesting, why don't I do like burger vans? You know, burger vans that's on industrial estates, parked up in lay-bys or by the side of motorways. That's something I could also do later on down the line. Tasting the food from Britain's best burger vans or Britain's worst burger vans. Anyway, that's just some ideas, guys, for the future. Hopefully you legends will keep joining me on these Friday night videos, because I'm loving it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And obviously I'll be back out stealth camping on Saturday, guys. You better believe I will be. So please join me on Sunday night for another epic stealth camp. I'll be by myself. Little Mick is going to come out on next week's stealth camp, so that's something to look forward to. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's enough of me talking shit. Thank you so much for watching the Blot Outdoor Show, and I will see you on Sunday night, and hopefully next Friday on the next foodie video. You know what I'm talking about, and you know what makes total sense. Right.
Oh, matron.
So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys. Today I'm in the small town of Ferryhill in County Durham. I'm going to do a food review from a 1-star Chinese takeaway called Evergreen. Evergreen. Fuck off. That's fucking shit.